advisor. Oh, somebody said, wouldn't it be great if you just became a financial advisor? Then you didn't have to say that anymore. It's like, guys, to become a financial advisor, it's like a whole nother college education. And yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff I can do and certificates and degrees and stuff. And that is not one of them. And I'm a little old in life to even attempt that. And I know better than them. Did I just ask for some negative emails? Yeah, I think so. So this went away. Let's get this back up here. 50 shares. I will try. Very risky, guys. It broke its day level. Get ready. Here we go. I'm going in. Pick me up. I'm riding it long just to see, and it's frozen. I'm going to try to get out up there. Didn't let me out, and it got me out. And that's why I did that trade. Did you see how frozen it was? It's okay. I know that's going to happen with Thinkorswim, and I got a $200 trade on that just by playing it long. Now, that could have gone down $200, so there was the risk, right? It just seemed like such optimistic news. I took it. I'm going to keep that money. I'm not going to try to guess it again. I'm going to keep it, and we're going to slow down and take a breath because that's a good start. That put us over 4,000 for the month. Let's not lose it. And let's wait for some easier to call, not guesswork on levels, So it's up to you guys. Kind of looking across the board. Just nothing. It's too early to call anything. Yeah, you saw that it moved my trade around, then it picked it up, but then it didn't fill in anything up here, didn't tell me my position. And I was just like, wait a minute, I can see it here, just get out, So then I hit the ask right around the time this filled, and I was about ready to cancel and just sell. And I know I would have taken probably a $50 hit if I did it that way, but then it filled. So, you if you're on Lightspeed, none of that would have happened. Yeah, that's what happens on Thinkorswim at the open. And I would have paid, you know, 50 cents for a trade on Lightspeed, and it would have been worth it to do that. And that you'll probably see me do that more at some of these opening trades as we go on for the subscribers, but that's still a little bit down the road. I just funded a separate account for Day Trading for Success in Lightspeed. And I made sure I talked to them about showing what data. I know people just show everything, but I want them to be happy with me. And yeah, and I'd love to start coding over there too. And like I code for Thinkorswim for Charles Schwab Thinkorswim's platform, and bring some better indicators over there. But they're a pretty good platform. One of the things I like about it is along the bottom, you can just set the time increments: 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour. It won't go beyond 1 hour, but and then just click, and then your chart changes. You don't have to go to these different charts to quickly get a good bead on marking levels and stuff. And that's pretty quick and easy. Right now, I'm in over there trying to program scanners that do the same as like Warrior Trading does on Gapper. So I'm trying to get it pretty cool for everybody, where you don't have to pay for the service of a separate service. We'll see how it goes. It's one of the reasons I bought a little bit more time to do this. There's money to be made pre-market, not necessarily trading those risky momentums. There's other ways to make money pre and post market. I have to get sleep sometimes, but I don't get much. So here we are, and that's one of the reasons I saved my money, because now it's going against us. What is the SPY doing? It's down a buck. The Q's down a buck, so it seems like, yeah, maybe it's not just going to go straight up. There's just that sell-off mentality still. Nvidia's down a buck. Tesla's up a buck. AMD's still up $1. It's hitting that. That's a day level. Let's take a look at that day level so you can see. There it is right there. I mean, I made it the even dollar um, and smoothed it in between where it was doing stuff here. This is where I took that trade a while ago where I just took an ordinary scalp, tried to make $30 and went down like, I don't know how many many thousands of dollars. I got in at 450. I doubled my share size and then got out, somewhere. This is probably the same day right here. Yeah, it must have been this day. And then I got out up here below $500 for a nice $200 or $300 profit. And that's what's great about having deep pockets and believing that large caps are going to come back. But I got chastised for that. You can't trade. We can't trade that way. That's why you need to trade the way you trade and have your own day trading plan. I don't want to relive the whole argument, but it's just like I'm not going to lose money just to prove a point, you know? So if you say, oh, the strategy doesn't work because you didn't get out, okay, you can say that. It's up to you. I'm not going to get into an argument about it. I'm going to protect my capital. It's basically what happened yesterday. It's like, don't just lose $560 because that's what I said the rules are. So when Charlie gave me a way to say that's per session, you don't.
Bonjour, merci d'avoir choisi Airalo. Dans cette vidéo, nous allons vous expliquer en quoi consiste Airalo et le fonctionnement de sa plateforme. Commençons. Airalo est la première et la plus importante plateforme de vente d'eSIM au monde. Elle a été fondée en 2019 pour rendre la connectivité mondiale facile et abordable pour tous les voyageurs. Airalo vous donne accès à des eSIM locales, régionales et mondiales pour plus de 200 pays et régions du monde. Ce qui vous permet de rester connecté où que vous soyez. Il vous suffit d'acheter une eSIM auprès d'Airalo, de l'installer sur votre appareil et de vous connecter instantanément à un réseau mobile lorsque vous arrivez à destination. Prêt à commencer? Visitez le site web d'Airalo ou téléchargez l'application Airalo pour trouver une eSIM pour votre prochaine aventure.
Well below 104 expected, and the unemployment rate rose to 4.1 to 4.2. So that's not really good news, but it's not as bad as they thought. That soft number for stocks because it raises the chances the Fed cut interest rates as soon as September. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, that's a big argument. The Fed held rates unchanged yesterday. We know that. It's what he said afterwards that sent the market down, unfortunately. Meta reported earnings last night and missed badly. So that's why they're down. Meta beat the revenue. A lot of Meta stuff here. Guided the quarter of expectations, sending the stock down about 10% this morning. Yeah, again, I don't think it has the power to guide the next quarter, but we'll see. Apple reports earnings tonight. It's interesting that that's going down. Is that still going down? Yeah, 332. Open was at 333, so it's minus 1.68 right now. Amazon also reports tonight, widely expected to raise its full year revenue guidance. Sorry, I'm reading another line, reading this out loud, above 200 billion. Apple is the only watch list name in the red this morning. Okay. That was scanner name. Chip sector is staging one of its sharpest recoveries in months, with Marvell, AMD, and Micron all up more than 5%. Yes, they are still. Yeah, so I thought about taking an NVIDIA swing. I don't know, man. Could do a bracket order on it today. I mean, we already made our goal in the very first trade, I don't know if I want to lose it just because I should do something, because it's just not really calling it. I'm looking at the numbers up here. Yeah, I don't know. Robinhood is leading the entire watch list at 7.7. Is that still happening? No, it's minus 3.4 now. So that took a dive since the 8. When was this? Yeah, 8:41 a.m. Those are all the ceilings and floors and pivot levels again, guys. What is it saying for AMD? Yeah, the distance between the floor and ceiling is large. Long range target 491. That could happen today for sure. Pivot 472. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try. I looked at Amazon. The volume was so low, and it was so thickly traded. This would be one of the other ones maybe to look at. Let me get this back up here so I can read these real quick. Although I have them all marked now, so yeah, it doesn't matter. I marked them all. So we are 5 minutes away from the grind. Take a look at Marvel, what it looks like. I've got some additional levels marked on this. Oh, this is good, right? Why is this good, I say? Well, we've got the market magnet right there and the VWAP back there, right here. It's almost like a ceiling and a floor right now. There's our pre-market high. See if we have, I think I marked the only price levels I could mark for historical data here. Let's take a look. We're way up here. So that level would be respected. I think we should call that 180 actually. Would be, should be respected, especially now that it's on a $10 level. So I didn't really take it off its mark much. And this is 168. If it goes that low, which I doubt today because it's already way up here. But that's within its ATR for sure. So there's your ATR low down. No, the ATR low is way down here. Here's your half. So yeah, we're up to the ATR high up here as well, and the pre-market high. We're near the ceiling. So it pulled back some. I don't really see any other historical. I don't like marking the pre-market. I mean, right there maybe, but that's at the floor. So I think I deleted that line already. So we've got everything marked that we could mark on this. It may or may not be levels you bet the family house farm on. What's it moving here? All right, well, it's definitely got enough liquidity. Every one of these lines is 50 cents. We're 3 minutes away from the grind. We have a real grinding level right here at 177, sort of a ceiling. Let's see if it keeps holding it. I'm going to mark the 177.50 just so I keep in mind what is potential levels. That's all. The only reason I do that, it's not meaning I'm going to respect them. There was a tweezer move down here. Is that the 5 level? Oh, 550. That's the 575.50. See if I can get in the zone on Marvel. Risky. I mean, these are 50 cents, every one of these. So now, is it moving along? Yes, it's moving exactly with the Q. I love it when it does that, right? Because there's one more thing you can look at. Like, so if there's an anomaly, like this is going up and this is going down, most likely it will give you a better chance that it's going to, more than likely, percentage-wise, that it will turn around. So you look for anomaly between these just as one of your data points, along with volume and price flow and, order book flow and levels, EMAs and SMAs, everything. You look at everything. See, this is still going up and this is going down. It's just an easy track, right? To say, hey, it's probably going to go up, and there it was. But, again, you don't want to just look at that or you're going to get in trouble fast. Gather as many things as you can that look like it's going a certain direction. I like to look at the Scalp Pro a lot, the strength of the buyers within the 1 minute. I compare them to the recent data. You look for repeatable patterns that may just about to repeat again. You don't want to get stuck on something. So the VWAP is way down here. That's the bulk of your capital. So there's pressure to pull it down, both the magnet and the VWAP. We're right in between the market magnet levels. It's coming up closer to the high, and RSI said it's overbought. So the question is, do we feel comfortable shorting against sort of an upward move here? Yeah, guys, I'm going to go over to NVIDIA for a second. I'm going to take a tiny trade here. I'm going to take a 20 share size trade on market, and I'm just going to buy it. Let's see, is that right? Yeah. So I'm just going to see. So I got that at 192.50 roughly. I'm hoping that's going to go up today, and it's not going to hurt me too much if it goes down. And I just wanted to put something else in play. Let me go back to Marvel. Just trying to add to this little account without putting too much risk on the board and taking too much capital away from what I'm trading right here. Just think that's the lower one and the one that is not fluff. You know, that one's got a good bottom line, that company. So probably won't hold it to a swing though. I'll just take a loss of 40, 60, 80 bucks. If it goes against me, you know, I'll just take the loss. But we'll see. Hopefully it'll be 40, 60, 80 bucks up and it'll be for me. So now we have an anomaly. So now we have a problem to trade this. So here's our 5-minute level. We're at the 5-minute. So we'll make that at the 50 cent. Just to keep track of where we're at based on the most recent data. Hesitate to short this because it's going up. Really early to try to call the market, but here we are. So we're going to try. I'm going to buy the bid there if I get it. Tried to get it at 94, just below the, didn't get it. I'm going to cancel that order. That would have been a great little trade there, 50-cent trade right up. Oh, let me raise my share size back up. Yeah, that would have been a great recoil. What's our spread? Yeah, it was worth trying to get in on the bid there. I saw this continuing to go up too, and it was like, hey, that was a strong move just before. Anywhere near 178, I might try to grab it there on the bid. It's not coming back though. It's turning around at the pre-market high. I don't know if that's a important level. We'll see as the day goes on. Order flow showing down. I'm not sure I want to jump in right away. Let's see. Thickly traded here. Most of the highs are around 600 shares that's showing, you know, over here. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's hidden that just moved this. We only see about 40%. All right, I'm going to go in for the ask there. Trying to catch a recoil. I tried to get out of the trade because I saw it didn't pick me up fast enough to catch that recoil. So now I'll try it again here. Not liking the look at all. I'm going to get out for a lesser loss. Yeah. Yeah, I just got out for a lesser loss. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, my God. Oh, I did the same friggin' thing I always do. Oh, my God. I do that way too often. Way, way, way too often. 39. Tried to sell a sell. And then it digs me in this hole that I don't get out of right away. Oh my God. Dumb, 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 dumb. I'll hang it just a second longer, and then I'm going to have to take a bigger loss here. All because I pushed the wrong button. Do you think I'm overtired? I could be. I'm going to get out. That's too bad. It was a profitable trade that I made unprofitable due to it was a platform malfunction. No. Oh my God. So NVIDIA's helping me a little tiny bit. Look at that dumb trade. $180 is a level, guys. That's definitely a level. I'm going to go long right there. Try to get some of this back. Got a little bit back. Market is definitely chopping me up a bit on the market orders. There's 180 again. Is it going to break that level? I'm going to grab it there. Oh, wow. Okay. Unfortunately, that was not the best fill, but that's what you get when you do market. And I got back 2 good trades there. Got back my mistake for the most part. I mean, I could try to get it on the bid, but if it just doesn't pick me up, it's worthless, right? So wow, that was a great little recoil. If I got it right at the 180.02, it hit 180.02 there for a second. It's not done going up, that's for sure. Yeah, I just can't chase it. I don't have enough data to chase this. Nothing's crossing, nothing's signaling, not EMAs, SMAs, relative strength. There's just nothing except a straight up move here. It's going to go down now. I'm not going to short it because I believe that, but it looks like it's going to go down a little bit on order flow. There it goes. Can we get back to 180 maybe? I'll try it there. Got it. Oh wow! And then it went way down. And I'll hold into this for a bit for a recovery. So my full share size on this stock is cheaper, is about 200 shares. I'm holding it, guys, for a bit. I'm going to take a chance for a deeper loss. I know. Got to push the envelope. I'll buy into it on its way up if it shows me enough price flow up. Yeah, there it is. 200 shares now. Looking for a bit better trade. Took too long to fill, as you saw. And I lost the bigger move because of that.
Ce que j'aurais aimé savoir plus tôt, la simplicité qu'apporte un compte joint au quotidien. Mon partenaire et moi versons de l'argent dessus tous les mois et nous utilisons nos cartes assorties pour toutes nos dépenses communes, notamment pour nos soirées en amoureux. Ouvrez un compte joint dès aujourd'hui.
Part of it is how long it takes to fill. The other part of it is when you know, how much is the price move from the time that you go to press it? It's already like moving a little bit. We all know that when you trade this, how that works against you. Sometimes it can work for you. It goes the direction you want. So you try to guess. You see the probability of which way it's going and try to get the inertia the right way. I don't want to use the word guess because you're going by order flow to see, right? Take a look what else is grinding here. How are we doing overall here today? All right, so NVIDIA's starting to help me here, so that's good. So that we might actually just want to sell that out as a winning trade. I think that's what I'll do. My scalp mentality. Let's just sell that out. All right, so we'll lock that in. So now we only have $11 negative here. So we're doing okay still. Go back to Marvel. Just looking for the base hits. I always kick myself later when I trade a certain way, like I'm trading a different account objective. Hey, this objective is make a couple $100, so don't get locked into some swing. Just see if you can hedge it with a small share size, which is what I did. And anywhere between 20 and $50 is a nice base hit. Kind of messier chart than usual here. Oh, it made a new high while I was off playing with NVIDIA. Look at that rejection at that level right there. That was 181. Let me mark that so I don't forget that price when I'm watching. Why I do this is when I'm watching level 2 a lot, and I need to just remember these numbers without, where am I on the 50-cent mark? Where am I? I like to see it here rather than over here because you sometimes jumble up. So this just calls me out when I'm over here. Like, what are we going for? What are we going for? And it makes it easier for me to read. Everybody has their own way of doing that. Wow. Again, that I can't complain because it did go up 30 cents from the time I meant to push it to when I actually got the trade. So just part of what you deal with.